Hey everyone, this is the Humanity in the Loop podcast. As technology is advancing quickly, we free fall into technology, startups, business, and more with a focus on humanity. But before we get started, the podcast has been created for entertainment and educational purposes only, and nothing in the content should be taken as investment advice. To see the full disclaimer, go to humanityintheloop.gtzt.net. Again, that is humanityintheloop.gtzt.net. So let's get started, and we hope you enjoy this episode. Okay, so let's get into it. We are living in an historical time in history as we move into the age of AI. And when it comes to data, the innovation in AI is taking the data game into some monstrous, uncharted waters. And AI search has unfolded on an intense level. The large companies in the AI search business have been scrambling to create more and larger data centers to handle the demand. So in some ways, it is out of control. The big companies that use massive amounts of data for AI search, let's face it, they have won the data game and will be competing with each other. So it is pretty simple to see that they have won the data lottery and will continue to cash in. But for the everyday person, new company, or startup, it seems the ship has kind of sailed when it comes to data, but we think it will take some time for folks to really understand. But beyond that, data has made the internet complicated. The collection of data has led to global regulation and has made what was supposed to be the World Wide Web a lot harder to be global. So while the world is consumed and fascinated with AI companies and what they are doing with data, we believe there is a massive opportunity for innovation beyond data. If you take data out of the equation, life starts to look very simple. But what is happening in the world of tech today is we are going deeper into the data rabbit hole with no end in sight, and it is pretty easy to see that there will be losers, including possibly the Earth and the Earth's atmosphere, with possible environmental issues from the creation of data centers. When we look at generative AI, it is all about data, and the large companies are not hiding. This is hard to say, but there is no dancing around the truth. They want it all. Intellectual property, whatever is being created, whether it is writing, music, video, and art. The intellectual property collected could also likely spread beyond that into business IP. Another thing that makes the world of data complicated is protecting that data. And we do have to give credit when credit is due. The big tech AI companies so far, at this particular time in history, have done an incredible job protecting that data from bad actors. Data is complicated that way and will continue to be complicated. But we have to ask ourselves as we move forward in the 21st century, is there innovation beyond the accept cookies banner? We do not have to collect data to safely say that the cookies banner is one of the most disliked parts of the web there is. But as we move forward and think about innovation beyond data, we have to realize it would be hard to get rid of data altogether on the web, because we need some data to do business on the internet. We have to have some information to do a transaction, but what we could do is get that data to its bare bones minimum to simplify the process. This could make it easier for lots of individuals and small businesses to do business. The thing is, if we come to the realization that the large companies and AI companies have pretty much won the game when it comes to data collection, and since we know they are going to continue to do that, maybe they could play a part in simplifying how data could be used in making transactions. An example would be a simple username that a user could use to buy something that was encrypted to protect the user's private information. That means we are simplifying the data being used to make a transaction. This could be a step in the right direction, getting us back to what the internet was supposed to be, the World Wide Web, or what today we would call the global internet. With the massive market capitalization of the big tech companies, we also have to look at the gap between the smallest of companies attempting to come online and do business and the big tech companies. The gap is so intense at the present time and likely to get bigger. Think of it like the wealth gap, but in internet terms. We can call it the internet tech gap. As we move forward in internet search and AI, some are saying that search is going to be moving to a one-click model, meaning that folks are going to get the answer they came for with one click and won't have to enter into a website for their answer. This is going to change the game. The way we are using analytics on websites feels like a lack of innovation for sure, and the way customers feel about that cookie banner should be a sign of that. Data collection on the internet by the biggest AI companies and small companies using analytics on their website is not going away anytime soon, but it feels like a no-brainer to see the possibilities in relation to innovation beyond data. As we head forward in the 21st century and in the age of AI companies are dazzling the world with what they are doing with data, but it is also apparent that data is also weighing the internet down and holding the internet back from what the internet could be. For some people in the tech world, this might be hard to hear, but innovation beyond data is definitely real and possible. We hope you liked this episode of the Humanity in the Loop podcast. Until next time, thanks for listening.